Nur Intan Shamimi. Today our group will present about the management of Malaysian Football League. This is our group member. My name is Nabilah binti Rasnul. This is the person that we interview, which is Encik Muhammad Shazli Cair Muhammad. Firstly, I will explain to you guys about company background. Was founded on 3 February 2015 and previously called as Malaysian Football Malaysia Limited Liability Partnership, FMLLP, and now the name is Malaysian Football League, MFL. The aim is to privatize the Malaysian Professional Football League, operate and manage 5 MTP, which is Liga Super, Liga Premium, Piala FA, Piala Malaysia and Piala Sumbangsi, where they organize and keep the official record of matches and league, and also overseas and development certification and registration of the professional football player, referee and also coaches. Next is this is the organization chart. The CEO, Media Communication Operation Commercial League and Club Development, CEO Office. The CEO is Kevin Maralingam, and the people that we are interviewing is on this side, operation. Okay. The vision and mission for this organization is, the mission is to make 24 teams and each player happy, which is they happy with the environment and also satisfied with the things that MFL provided. The vision for this organization is to make football pride of nation once again.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Dinah binti Nazir. Okay, we proceed to the planning of the organization. So, planning is the process manager determine the goals to be achieved and determine the activity want to use in the organization to achieve the goals. Okay, two type of planning is strategic planning and operational planning. Okay, strategic planning is the top management determine the overall of the organization purpose and objective and how they are achieved. So in FML, they must make sure that all the team in the League of Nations must sustainable in long term. Okay, for the operational plans, it focus on day-to-day activities. So in FML, they will make sure that every team of under MFS satisfied with the financial allocation. For information, the FML provide the money to all team in Liga Super. They provide 3 million, and in Premier Liga, they provide 1 million. Okay, we proceed to single-use plan. Single-use plan is developed to address a specific organization situation. In this single-use plan, we have 3. It's program, project, and budget. In this single-use plan, FML, when they run the program such as Liga, they have a schedule and they will have budget. So in the Liga, they will provide all this program, project and budget. Okay, for the standing plan, designed to deal with organizational issue and problem that recur frequently. For example, the FML issue always happen is when ticket is always sold out and not enough for the community. So this will cause the scramble of the fans of team. So when it happens, so the MFL will do a plan to resolve this issue. Okay, next is decision making. Decision making is the process through which manager and leader identify and resolve the problems, capitalize on Okay, for the method used in decision making in this MFL is nominal group technique. Nominal group technique is structure process designed to stimulate creative group decision making. In this NGT, nominal group technique is NGT, is the decision making made by the group. So there will have a vote for the every item, and the vote of high vote will choose to make a decision making. MFL, their decision making is decided by a board of directors.
Okay, my name is Zahirah binti Muhammad Zahid. My part is organizing. Organizing is actually a process whereby manager organize and control organizational resource to carry out their tasks and to achieve the organizational goals. Actually, the common form for the organizational structure have four, which is functional structure, divisional structure, matrix structure, and network structure. For Malaysian Football League, they use functional structure, which is the member of the organization are grouped according to the particular function that they are performed within the organization. Where MFL is divided into the smaller group based on its specific function, such as media and communication, operating, and commercial. This structure allows greater operational efficiency because the employees have their skill and knowledge to be shared within the group. For a span of management, span of management is actually the number of employees reporting to the single manager. Actually, span of management is related to the horizontal level, the organization structure, where it is wide and narrow span of management. For wide span of management is actually there will be less hierarchy level, thus the organizational structure will be flatter. For narrow span of management is the hierarchy level increase, hence the organizational structure will be tall. For MFL organization, actually they use wide span of management, where the communication chain is shorter and it's free from hierarchy control. For example, when MFL face a problem where the therapy provided is not achieve their perspective, so that by using the communication and decision making, Mr. Shazli take a proactive action where they ask their subordinate to do a statement that they apologize to all Malaysian, and they will improve their achievement to correct it. Okay, for delegation, it is actually a process of transferring the authority for a specific activity or task to another member of the organization. The manager who delegates the authority is still accountable for the result of his department and include the decision of subordinate to whom authority was delegated. For example, Mr. Shazli, who is the chief operating officer, can delegate his authority to his subordinate. For a operating competition league, AFF Suzuki Cup 2018, where Malaysia versus Myanmar, to make sure that the event going smoothly. However, if there are any issue, Mr. Shazali accountable his authority for the event.
Okay. My name is Fadlin binti Cimasol. Okay. Leading is leadership means social influence, process to influence people to achieve the common goals of the organization. That we learn, we have a three of the type leadership: autocratic, democratic, democratic and laissez-faire. But MFL just used to leadership autocratic and democratic. Autocratic is manager control all decision and not involve the subordinate in make the decision. For example, in the produce ticket for tournament Liga Super, Liga Premium or Sumasir, the manager make an autocratic decision because they want to produce the ticket quickly. Okay, democratic. Democratic is manager involve the subordinate to make the decision and take the employee's opinion in decision making. Such as the when for example MFL do a meeting with his employee to make the design of the trophy for the tournament. Okay, power. Power is mean the ability to exert influence by which manager may affect other behavior of the subordinate. The MFL is used to of the power, legitimate power and the reward power. Legitimate power is the similar stand for the formal authority that structure organization, identify the strength of the legitimate power authority by position. Okay, for example, the MFL is used hierarchy organization that structure of the top manager, middle manager, first line manager and employees. Okay. For the reward power, there is a control over tangible benefits such as the promotion, promoting, bonus, better job and others. For example, MFL is giving her employee the bonus of the once a year. Motivation is the force agent internal or external to the person that act is inducement or the influence extend to do something. Okay, MFL is use the hierarchy of need that is have a 5 item. That is first, they must fulfill that below lower level physiology needs, safety needs, efficient needs, esteem needs, and self-authorization needs. Physiological needs like food, water, harm, and rest. Such as the employee needs enough rest when they work and comfortable environment of work. And safety needs is the security and safety environment to employee. The fourth is the efficient needs. The manager can communicate with the employee and this can build the good relationship between the manager and employee. The fourth is esteem needs and the fifth is the self-authorization.
My name is Farah Nabilah. MFL organization is a group of individuals who work together to attain specified objective, which is the objective is to remain the football team in the league in a long period. So there are two types of organization structure in this MFL. So we have formal and informal organization. So formal organization is when more than 2 persons come together to accomplish a common objective and they follow a formal relationship rules and policy are established for compliance and there exists a system of authority. So in formal organization, as we can see, there is rules and regulation in MFL organization that is expressed in writing. So Encik Muhammad Shazli, as the Chief Cooperating Officer (COO) in the organization, have a formal relationship with his employee in accomplish the objective in the organization. He always have an annual meeting with his employee for checking up how is employee performance, and update the latest news in the organization for them to be more cautious for what happening in the organization. Every decision have to refer to Encik Muhammad Shazli. So, informal organization, which is formed under the formal organization as a system of social relationship which comes into existence when people in an organization meet, interact and associate with each other. So, as we can see, the employee in the MFL organization can interact with each other freely because they work together in their individual capacities and not professional. The medium that the organization uses is email and WhatsApp for communicate with the employee. Because the CEO of the organization always travel to overseas, so it will be hard to communicate with him. So for the continuous MFL, the CEO will communicate using WhatsApp, anything related to the organization. Besides that, they always communicate through phone or verbally. MFL organization control the quality of their service in two ways, which is in long term and short term. In short term, the organization will always make all the football team feel happy and in a satisfied situation. The organization will always fulfill the player demands, such as give them the comfort situation during training, so they will feel more eager to practice. Besides that, in long term, it is the same situation, which is the organization will always make the 24 football team happy and very satisfied being under the MFL. So, if the organization hears some complaint from the player in the media, so it will affect the quality of the organization. So it will affect the quality of the organization service. So there must be something is lacking in controlling the quality of the service. The organization will take action and try as well as possible to make the 24 football team happy.
My name is Syahidah. So lastly, we want to know what is the 3 recommendations to improve the company. There are 3 such as use technology, work on quality service or product or workers, and focus on education and ability of work. So for use technology, technological tools which play an essential role in the efficiency and effectiveness in the company. So for example, Encik Shazli distribute the organization media social for control in the company. So in the MFL have 2 workers to control the media social. They control in the like social media like Instagram, Facebook and others. So secondly, work on quality service. A business must identify an appropriate level of quality of the product or service which provide for the company. For example, Encik Shazli use the policy for protect their quality, such as they do the policies such as SOP, standard operational and procedure. So lastly, focus on education and ability of work. Organizational leadership requires active measures to work with different groups and individuals. For example, Encik Shazli take the workers from the domestic country and international country. International countries such as from Japan, British and others. He take the workers because to reduce the risk for the company. In this assignment, we apply the management, planning and decision making, organizing, leading and motivation, and also controlling and communication. We learn skill of planning, organizing and completing the assignment within the stipulated time. So this is the one of the challenges that the company have. They allocation money $80 million in 1 year to conduct the food game. So they must searching the money for do the football match. Thank you.